Hi, I'm Jo Bradford. I'm the Group Apprenticeship Manager for Marston's PLC. So Marston's, we're a pub and restaurant company. We've got about 2,200 pubs across the UK. We've chosen to partner with Changing Education to support us with our work experience because I don't think it's something we can do alone. It's the same with our apprenticeship programme. We work with a number of different training providers. Without them, we couldn't offer a quality service. For us, Changing Education have got the outreach to the schools. We don't know the schools, we don't know the people within them, so making contact is very, very difficult. So Changing Education help take a lot of the legwork out of that. And also they're helping guide us through all the red tape when it comes to work experience, keeping young people safe in the workplace, as well as some of the kit that Changing Education have got for the young people and for us as employers to use. Some of the online platforms is really, again, helping taking the admin burden out of what often puts employers off doing a work experience programme. I think work experience is really important for young people. I did it myself. I did it when I was 14. I went to work in a hairdresser's for a week. I found that it wasn't for me, but it was great just to have that experience, to understand it wasn't for me before I committed to a full-time job. And then when I was 16, I went on work experience again, and I was fortunate enough to go to Butlins for 6 weeks as part of a college course. And that's where I had my light bulb moment to work in hospitality. So I think it's really important young people have a go. They get to understand the world of work. They get to look behind the closed doors into what the real work environment's like. I also think it's good for companies. It's good for a company reputation. Customers do value businesses that invest in young people. So I think it's a win-win for both sides. Well, Changing Education I see as the experts in work experience. I think the Connect platform has been really important for us to be able to use, as well as the supporting app that when we're actually in the midst of work placements, young people can use the app. That helps us manage the process and that helps us keep in touch with the young people, which is really, really important. There's always going to be a manual element to keeping in touch with the young people, but if we're keeping up with the times, you know, even at home for me, my little boy plays football, we have an app that tells us where to be at what time and communicates to us all the time. So again, contextualising that back into work experience, I think it's really important, and it's just a way of running businesses now. I would recommend Changing Education as a partner to work with. I don't think there are many partners out there. I think this is a new young business that's born out of passion to do the right thing for the young people, which is very important. There are lots of different careers enterprise companies out there, but actually having that one partnership just helps your presence as far as the schools knowing your business or knowing Marston's and what we can offer through the careers talks and all that localised activity. I think the Connect platforms really offer a transparency, so for really understanding how your student is getting on, which is the most important thing, because actually getting work experience right is essential, because the alternatives, it is just not an option. Where social media could really be on your side, it could go against you if you get it wrong. So again, that hand-holding support with Changing Education will, I suppose, really help take some of the concerns and some of the fear away. Well, we're a pub company, so the thought of having 14-year-olds working in a pub, firstly, you know, our leadership team were like, really? Can we do this? This isn't legal. So it's the first thing is overcoming those sorts of barriers, where actually making the workplace accommodating for young people. There's lots that young people can bring to the workplace, from innovation, new ideas, how to even market your business the modern way. You know, for me, I always thought everything was a hashtag, but speaking to my 16-year-old niece, no, that's so yesteryear. Everything's via Snapchat these days, and you can get a lot from young people's ideas around what might help you bring your business more up to date. I think when you're looking to implement work experience, don't carry the burden alone. I think using Changing Education will really help guide you through the minefield. And for us, again, that legwork as far as the relationships with the schools, I think it's really important that you optimise that. And finally, I think with the work experience placement, make sure you've got a plan of activities for the young people to do, because it's a burden if you put a young person in the workplace and the line manager's got to busy themselves finding things for them to do all week. Whereas with us, we've created the Take 5 work experience programme. There are lots of projects within it, there are lots of activities, there's a project book. It's in a pizza box style to give to the young people. So 1, they've got a place to keep all the documents. 2, it looks impressive when they take it home to mum, dad or their carer. And 3, it's a project they can take back to school. So school will look and say, actually, Marston's have provided you with a really robust, substantial work experience programme. From my point of view, it's not about work experience, it's more about work inspiration and inspiring that young person to think, one day I could actually run that pub, and giving them exposure to each area of the business. So for us, it's front of house, it's the kitchen, it's the cellar, it's the office, maybe the hotel if the pub's got one. It's all encompassing work inspirations placement.